What is up, everybody? We are here to close out the Warline campaign. I am joined by Warline editor Chuck Pineau, the man with the master
What is
plan.
up?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Dude, already, man. Feeling good.
You're ready, dude.
We've had a good month, and we're gonna blow it out strong.
Yeah, the blowing part, I totally agree with. I'm all about the blowing.
Oh, you and me both.
Hammer me timbers. You know, Chuck, I got to tell you, when we were in Houston about a month ago, I was like, I'm not sure we're gonna, this goal of 7,500 is even possible. And the fact that we got to 8,000, like, I'm super happy. Like, I really hope we can hit that second stretch goal. Like, we're really close to doing it. But even if we don't, we've led an amazing campaign. And I just want to thank you for having confidence in me to get to this point, man. You rock.
Dude, I mean, thank you, but you don't make it very difficult. Like, you're a hard worker. You care about what you're doing. All the pieces are there, man. So it wasn't a surprise. If you picked an insane number, I would have said it, but 7,500 felt very doable, and we were right.
Yeah, we got it. And we're very close to hitting that last goal that I want to hit. $8,500. Right now we're at $8,084, which means that we're exactly $416 away. We couldn't do 420, guys. Come on.
Right.
What's the deal here? But anyway, real quick, before we get into like making this all chill and while we're waiting for Dexter to get in, I just want to talk a little bit about some of the words that we still have. That if we can get those last minute pledges, we'll be able to hit our goal and we'll do it. So the first thing I want to talk about is this Frank Buzan cover here. We still got a couple of these covers. They're raw, and they are freaking badass. There's only 70 of these in existence, and each one comes signed and numbered by me and Chuck. Chuck actually signed off on these too, so you're getting them double signed. Triple signed. Sorry, these are triple signed.
It's Frank too, yeah.
Yeah, Frank, we had all these signed at C2E2. These are the books we didn't sell that we were purposely holding back for the Kickstarter. And we have a number of these left. Not many, but we got a few. It is going for $45 because Frank is based in Israel. So this is a guy you're not going to get out in the U.S. anytime soon. So, getting this, this is one of those things that it's like a rare thing to have. And then we have this double signed C2E2 Warline covers. These are the last of this type of cover here. We're not doing these flaps anymore. We got our main cover coming. This is it. This one's double signed by me and Chuck. You remember signing these on the last day of C2E2?
I do. My hand.
Yes. Chuck's hand almost broke. And he was also stroking my ego earlier that day too. So it was like
big time stroke. Well, no. That was one of my favorite moments because, first off, I'm a fan of your show. Like, I actually watch your show and buy comics off your show. And so we went downstairs and we chatted and stuff. And there I saw your setup where you sell all your comics. And it felt like I was like going behind the scenes. Like, it was so cool. And then you and I went up to your office where we've talked many times. What's up there, Elena? Good to see you, hon. Yeah, that flap cover is awesome. And we went up there and you were like, dude, can you sign these? And I was like, of course. And I'm signing. And at one point, like, my hand started to hurt. And there was like a split second where I was annoyed. And then I started like smiling really broad. And you were like, what's going on, man? What's up? And I was like, you know what? There was a moment of annoyance where I was like, oh man, this really hurts. And I was like, no. My hand is hurting from signing too many copies of a book I've worked on. This is the greatest pain ever. Like, this is awesome. And so being able to share that with you was such a cool feeling. And just every time we get to hang out, I have such a good time. So good memories, really good memories.
My man, I appreciate you. I love you, buddy. The last
thing. Thank you.
Oh, you did. All right. We got a pooper on our hands. All right. Hang on. That is something that is an emergency right there. All right, Chuck. Do you mind leading this away for like a couple minutes? I got it. A little disaster here, but not a disaster, a good thing. A bowel movement is a good thing. You interrupted for all the right reasons. I'm really proud of you. But before that, I just want to show everybody this short video. So Bentley had some private time with his new girlfriend today. If you guys saw my Facebook post, and I just wanted to show you guys we had a little moment. I'm going to show the video real quick, and then Chuck, it's all you. Bentley.
Dude, I mean, if I was gonna make love to any like random object, it would also be a Marvel blanket. So I get where Bentley's coming from. He is not to be shamed, my friends, not at all. I'm very cool with that. Guys, I've had such a good time being a part of this book, and it's a book that, like, as an editor, I've worked on hundreds of books. Like, well, not hundreds, but I've definitely worked on more than 100. And it's such a good feeling when you can be super proud, because sometimes you're just like, the job is done, I can move on to the next one. But with Warline, it's always been exciting to come back to it. I love the detail and the hard work that Henri puts into it, because, of course, you know, he'll be like, how do you feel about this? Like, I know I'm having problems with it. I'm like, okay, so we'll talk it out. And it's all about making the perfect thing. Elena, yeah, we've got the next one coming up. Actually, we're a good way. I think we're close to the end of the second one. So, yeah, that's not too far away. And then I'm not sure if we're going straight on to number 3 or if we're doing the next Yisun Shin. We haven't fully nailed that down, but either way, I would expect the next one to be coming. I don't know. Look, I don't know if I'm allowed to say exactly when, but definitely towards next year. I wouldn't be surprised if it was early next year. But that's just me. We'll see how that goes down. That's up to both Dexter and Henri, because that's how they do it. But yeah, man, it's been just a delight, and we want to try to end this one on as big a number as we possibly can, of course. Definitely, if you're looking to upgrade, I would check out those pages, the actual Warlion original pencil pages, because I'll tell you, if I had the money, I would be all frickin' over those. They are gorgeous. Dexter's work is absolutely beautiful, and the idea of buying one of those original pages, and I believe actually I may end up getting one myself. So for you guys to pick one up, it would just be something amazing. And if this book goes as hard and awesome as we think it's going to, then they could be worth something. Chill Phil just backed our project. He wanted to do more, but he doesn't have more. Dude, you gave all you could. We appreciate it. Thank you, Phil.
The way I see it, Chuck, we're winning either way.
Oh yeah,
we're $600 up. I want to hit 8,500. We're less than 400 to go. Phil, you're the man. I love you, buddy. You always support me. No matter where we land, guys, I still think we can do it. I still think we can hit 8,500. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. I think we can. Maybe I'm wrong. Who cares at this point? We're still way above funding at this point. And we got some really generous pledges at the end. We're 391 away from what we got. Don Johnson, you were a huge backer, a huge help in helping us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Picking up the first piece of original, and we're excited. Dexter says he's live right now. He may not have the right link.
Don, when you do that, when you frame that, can you please take a picture for us? Because I would love to see that. That would be freaking awesome. Yeah. Lots of love for Phil. And Elena, go ahead.
Yeah, Elena's awesome. All you guys are fantastic, and it really takes a village. I think, like, one of the things that really kind of, like, I think we all go through this, Chuck, like, there we go. We got the man in the house. What's up, Dex? We got Donnie Yen in the house.
I loved you in Star Wars, man.
Man has joined us. He looks like he's even gonna whoop our asses too. Just the way he's like setting up is like.
I don't think he can hear us.
No, he can't. Yeah, but then once he sees it, you hear us now, bud?
Sound check.
We hear you.
Sound, we hear you.
Oh. Sorry, got so busy in the morning.
Phil,
What time is it there?
It's
10:12 in the morning.
Okay.
they're 11. He's 11 hours ahead.
Yeah.
Or 13 hours ahead. 13 hours ahead. Phil, I suck. I'm sorry, but with your pledge, I promise you, I will personalize your books. In fact, I'll make a note of it right now. I'll send you a message through Kickstarter letting you know. Dex, how's it going, dude? What's up? You look like you just finished teaching a bunch of children, what is it, Wing Chun this morning. Everybody Wing Chun tonight? Today?
Come again?
You look like Donnie Yen, so I was going to say it looks like you just got to teaching everybody Wing Chun this morning.
No. I was busy doing some errands, brought the kids to the school, cook, clean. My youngest is here. Say hi. Say hi.
Hey, kiddo.
The youngest is beautiful. Yeah.
All right, I'm just making a note here for Phil. So Phil, I just messaged you, letting you know that I when fulfillment time comes, which is going to be fast. Just so you guys know, our Warline books arrive in the U.S. tomorrow. Like they're docking in the U.S. tomorrow, which means I'm going to have them next week, assuming there's no holdups in customs. And we're here. Fulfillment's going to be really, really fast on this. We've unlocked the bookmarks, so I've already placed the order for the bookmarks. Technically, we already unlocked the buttons too, but if we don't hit 8,500, I'm probably not going to hook up everybody with them. I'm probably just going to sell them off, at conventions and things like that. But I would rather give them away because, for me, it's kind of weird to have buttons and sell them off. This seems perfect for hooking people up. But so Dexter. Dexter's also tired, I think, because we've been making work really hard. He's had like 4 pages of Warline 2 to work on. So how's your son? How's everything else going for you, man?
Baby boy is okay. He's here on the bed.
He's just hanging out. So yeah. So this is how we do it, guys. Oh, there he is, the man. How old is he now?
5 months old.
Congrats.
He just woke up.
He just woke up. He looks like he just woke up. Are you giving him coffee?
Yeah, coffee with cream. Donut.
Awesome, man.
If you ever come over here and you hang out with Henri, just make sure that Henri doesn't tuck him in with the Marvel blanket, okay? Just don't do that.
No, honestly, I get so totally owned by I'm not owned, but I fall in the shadow of artists, and especially people with talent. Dexter. Even when I was signing with Afua Richardson this weekend at Challengers, it happens. Let me I can frame everything that happened in that signing in one moment here. Let me show you guys this video real quick.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I had that prepared, for you, Dexter. So that was it. I feel, So Dexter, Phil's asking the question: Are you giving the little baby regular or decaf?
Decaf.
He's definitely decaf. The sound of silence. The sound of silence is a great thing.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with a 5-month-old, you're not getting a lot of that.
Did I ever show you guys the gag trailer for Warline? I don't think you guys did. You ever see it?
I don't know.
Dexter, you got to check this out, dude. Are you ready? So you got to see this trailer. So for those of you guys who haven't seen Warline, like this is, or like don't know what Warline's about, this trailer here is going to tell you everything that this book's about right now. Like, check this out.
Meow 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 meow. Warlion coming soon. Where to meet coming soon.
Oh,
Yeah, Kevin's baby rose on race fuel. I actually believe that's true because like Kevin himself runs on race fuel.
right.
He does, you know. It's like it's in his bloodstream. Yeah, that sketch. So this sketch is actually going to go to the backer who put us over. So one of those crazy things that happens on Kickstarter is, you know, like you guys noticed on Wednesday we were at like $6,300 or $6,400, and then Wednesday morning wake up and we're funded. And the reason is because we got contacted by a backer who really wanted to grab all of the original artwork that we had up on the Kickstarter, and they messaged me and threw me an offer, and I said, all right, let's do it. And so we got funded. I contact Dexter, and I'm like, hey, Dex, we're funded. Is there anything you can hook up that backer with? And he totally hooked up the sketch. So we sold all of the original artwork that we had up on.
Wow.
Thanks to both this backer and Don Johnson, who's hanging out here. And Don saying trailer for a comic book, that's how I expected it. Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
You know, I should have just put that video up. I think we would have. I think, you know, that was the one thing too, guys. I think we needed more boobs for this campaign. I think if we would have had boobs, we would have totally been at like $25,000 at this point. But you know, if we would have done cats, we probably would have been at $30,000.
Yeah. Well, remember when I was at your house, we did do that cosplay cover of me naked, but the camera broke. So,
Yeah.
And I don't even know how that happened.
It happens. It happens. Well, you know, the thing that sucks is we could have totally done boob covers, like, and that's something like I really loved working with Steph Wilson, because like when we did the Easy Chip campaign, because his covers like just are great. They're great quality. I love what he did on Belial, by the way, Chuck.
Thank you. Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, he did really great, but he did a really great job with Easton Shin too. Like he gave me a really like fun cover here. And I was thinking, I was talking with Chuck about it. I'm like, we could have totally had him do a Warline Bullzerker cover with like Bullzerker around a bunch of naked chicks, and it would have totally been fine. We could have had all the nudie covers. We could have like thrown, you know, at all those boob loving fans out there who really want to support dreams with boob covers. You know, we could have had that. Could have had those guys, but you know, it's okay. I'm really proud of what we did, regardless.
Yes.
It's really amazing.
I mean, the number that we hit without boob covers is pretty great. So that says something all on its own.
Yes. So Kevin says, I'll totally cosplay my birthday suit. I have absolutely no doubt about that. Kevin has shown me parts of his body I don't want to see. MODOK is his little, you know, reference for that. We're not going to go into the details there. But Don's saying he's glad he got in front of that guy. He had good taste, absolutely. And you know him, Don. He's a big fan on he shops with us on the Experience and Comic Book Shopping Network and all that stuff. So Chuck, I heard you talking to everybody earlier while I was taking care of Alan about what our plans were for the future. So right now we're getting close to wrapping up Warline number 2. We got about 11 pages left. And the reason why Dexter looks really exhausted is we gave him a lot of work with these last batch of pages, and we're going to finish that up. But after we finish issue 2 of Warline, we're going to go back and we're going to finish out Yisun Chin. We're going to finish out the last 2 issues just because we got to get that done. It's been sitting on, my mind for a very long time. And Dexter is actually going to be taking over artist responsibility or duties for the rest of the book. You're coming on as the editor, and I'm so excited to be working with you guys on Yisun Chin. Honestly, I owe you both so much. Dexter, you especially, in throughout this entire campaign, you've put together these cool graphics, and you've been making such pushes. I really appreciate it. And Chuck, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, dude. Honestly.
I mean,
it's
a dream team.
Yeah, and this is what comics is. It's really fantastic. And I'm kind of losing my mind right now because it's we're so close to the end here. We got about 37 minutes to go on our campaign. We're less than $400 away from hitting our final stretch goal. To get to $8,500, we're exactly $391 away. I messaged a bunch of people to see if they'd be interested in getting the slabs or some of the other cool stuff that we had. But we'll see what happens. Wherever we land, I'm happy. Even if we stay here, I'm still good. And I want to thank both of you so much for helping me see this through.
Happy to do it, man. So proud to be a part of this. I was saying while you were gone that I've edited, more than 100 books, and it's not very often that you want to be such a huge part of it. You finish a project and you move on. But with this one, I've been so happy to be around for every piece of it. And what I love about working with both of you actually is that you guys are such professionals in that, if you're not happy, we'll be well, wait, can we make this better? And we'll all, kind of work together and see what we can do to really make it the best it is. And that's not normal. A lot of people, it's just it's done, cool, let's move on. We need to get on to the next one, or we need to move on to the next page or next book or whatever. But you guys are what, I know we finished this one, but I'm just not happy. The first 2 pages of this book are not the same as what we did originally. We did those 2 pages and then went, nope, it didn't work. It's not what we want. And we redid them. And I thought that was great, man. I think that really shows that we want to bring the best tale possible to our fans.
I agree 100%. And Dexter, some of the things that, I've been talking with Sean McCardle, who I know you're collaborating with on a number of projects. In fact, it's thanks to Sean that I got refamiliarized with your work. But he posted the other day this really cool page of the Fuhrer and the Tramp, where you just nailed it. And it's for so many pages, you just have multiple heads. But the amount of motion and character and expression on each of these faces was just it feels like everything's in motion. I really loved it, and we got a lot of sequences like that in Warline 2 coming up. This is the one that's going to be the emotional gut punch book. And I definitely got to get you. I got to get you this Batman book. And did you read it, Chuck? The new 52 Batman? Did you ever read that?
No.
Oh, really? Dude, there's this sick sequence in the book where you're literally turning the book sideways, and the next thing you know, you're turning it upside down, and then you're reading it upside down, right to left, and then you turn it around again, and you're reading it left to right again. It was. I don't think I've ever seen an experience like that where you're literally exactly how to read it, and it was just crazy. Greg Capullo was the artist on that. It was really sick sequence.
Wow!
So I gotta get both of you guys this book now, because it was a major inspiration for me, and something I want to try and implement with the second issue of Warline is to give folks that kind of experience.
Dang.
So, Don, we're going to do 3 issues of Warline, and we're finishing up issue 2. So each issue is going to be 48 pages, just like issue 1 is. So we're about like more than halfway done. We're about 3/4 of the way done illustrating.
Yeah.
As soon as it's done being illustrated, it goes off to coloring, and then we'll letter it, and we'll be back on Kickstarter. And that'll definitely come out next year for sure. But our main focus is going to be Yusum Shin. So after this, so hopefully we'll be able to kind of like wrap up Yusum Shin, in the next like year or 2, and then we can go back and wrap up Warline. That's kind of like the plan. Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Well, and if you guys love Warline as much as we think you're going to, yes, it's only 3 issues, but we fell in love with it so much that we've got plans to do a lot more if you guys love it as much as we think you will. So
absolutely,
there's a lot to look forward to.
I don't think it's ever been a matter of that. It's like one of those things where like Chuck, like I'm invested in it. It's like so I think we are definitely going to do it. And I'm excited for what we're going to do. We're not going to tell anybody what it is, like any of the ideas we've got. And we've got 3 arcs that we want to do with Hornline that are going to expand what we do from here. And each book, from each arc, it's always going to be the same presentation of 48-page books. That's how we're always going to do it. Yes, Phil, it is 48. It is plenty of story material and a lot of work for poor Dexter. I mean, just look at him right now. It's a lot of work for the poor guy. And Talia, you got your kid too.
When that thing becomes a graphic novel and we finish it up, that's going to be over 150 pages, and that's without adding anything.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to put dick pics in there and everything. I mean, it's.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, we got the kid there.
It's a fun.
See, he's going to fly all the way out to the U.S. just to whoop my ass. My butt. My took his. So, it's funny. About a week ago, and the way that these campaigns go, it's like, you never know where you're gonna get. So sometimes I get desperate and I make like these videos hoping that like, it'll kind of like inspire people to like back the campaign. And I really didn't want to be one of those guys who's like, down and out and like, oh man, no one's backing my campaign. So I decided to like make this like spoof video, and I'm gonna show it to you guys real quick because I really like doing this.
And now, an important message from famous actor Ezra Miller. Ezra? What? Why are you so sad, dude?
Because we only have 6 days left to fund the Warline campaign, and it's not funded yet! This is a bigger disappointment than the Flash movie!
Wait a minute, what kind of name is Ezra anyway?
It's Jewish! Of course it's Jewish, but it's not our fault! He's horrible!
On back the campaign after that video was there.
I feel like that video would have been better with a lot more Michael Keaton. If we did that, I think that would have been.
Yeah, let's change the subject. Okay? Like we're all chilling. Like the whole idea of this was just hanging out, and we got a half hour left, so we're just kicking it now. But the thing about that movie is they put so much emphasis on it being a success in order for them to like do anything else with Batman. And it's like, why not just make a Batman Beyond movie? Like, we didn't even need this Flash movie. And compared to like that TV show on the CW where like they did the Flash, like they actually did the Flash right. Like this is barbaric.
Yeah, we didn't need it.
No, we didn't. Kevin's saying we should have put Nick Cage in there. Apparently, like he lives in Northbrook now, Kevin. So I should have just like knocked on his door. I don't know if he lives in Northbrook, but I saw some article that he does. Don Johnson Simpson's quote: "We really do live animation shows. It's a terrible string of artists." So I figured I'd throw this out there, maybe like ask you guys some questions, and we'll start off with Dexter. Give you a chance to talk, buddy, because we've just been talking over Dexter. He wants to get a word in. It's always how it goes for artists. They just have to sit there. But Dexter, what have been your like most recent influences? Like, have you seen any like recent movies, or like been reading any comics, or anything that has like had like a profound influence on you?
Recently, I haven't read any comic recently. So busy. Even watch movie. Well, influences. I kind of like the recent new artists like Dan Mora. I like his style. And then the recent one with Marcel Destry, Batman
Oh.
Joker. Batman, I like it. And
Oh, the Marcel Destry.
yeah, any comic done by Oliver Coipel, I like it too.
Oh man, he's
Then-
awesome, and he's such a sweet guy too. By the way, one of the nicest people.
There's this other guy, Chinese dude, I forgot the name, the one who drew Shang-Chi. Then I recently watched a series in Netflix called Bloodhounds. It was
Black
fun,
Hounds,
exciting.
like dogs.
Yeah, Bloodhounds. Former Marines, and then they enrolled in a boxing gym. They do boxing, and then in their town there are what do you call this? Loan sharks. So those loan sharks scam his mother and then asking for more money, something like that. It's a nice series. That's all. I really don't have time to watch.
Well, I understand. With the kid, with a young young baby.
Yeah, I drew last night.
Yeah, those cards are badass. You should show us some of the ones you've done. The Wolverine one is badass too. I love that.
Oh,
Warm up sketches only. Before I draw comics, I draw something like
do you
this,
sell those?
just for fun. Testing colors.
That's cool, man. That's some interesting. I definitely want to check out this Black Hounds thing. Chuck, how about you, bud? What's been your jam lately?
You know what? I'm such a big fantasy guy, and I haven't been able to enjoy a lot of fantasy lately. And Witcher season 3 came out, and I love The Witcher. So Wendy and I got to blast through that, and we freaking loved it. So
I watched the first
yeah,
episode.
The Witcher, badass.
So if I'm not mistaken, Henry Cavill is no longer the Witcher. It's Chris Hemsworth's brother.
Liam Hemsworth. This is his last season as Witcher, and then for season 4 they'll bring Liam in. But what was really interesting is they actually have a way that they're going to be able to make it make sense in the story. And knowing the story, having read the books and played the games, I actually do understand how they're probably going to be able to make it work. So I'm not as bothered by it as I initially was.
So Dexter, Phil is asking if you could do a custom card for him. I can put you guys in touch. He'd like a Sam Mayday Malone baseball card. And since you're going to be sending us, so you're going to be sending me original art as soon as this campaign is done, I'm sure we could work things out. We could throw it in, and we could work it out. But I'll put Phil. I'll put you and Dexter in touch, and you guys can work out those details. And I'm sure he would be happy to work something out for you. So
He played for the Sox. Phil, you got to get that thing. I love that idea. You got to get that signed by Ted Danson. That would be awesome.
Chuck, you were talking about fantasy, and
Yeah.
I've actually been playing Final Fantasy 16, and having a lot of fun with that.
Is it good?
It's gotten me through this campaign because, like, you know, I've been kind of abstaining from, like, you know, drinking and other things that could take my mind off of you know, all the stress of stuff, and it's been a good distraction. You know, like, it's a very linear game, but, like, I mean, I'm having, I'm having fun with it. If you can find Ted Danson, if you go to, like, Steel City Comic Con, he might actually be there. They bring out, like, everybody. I remember I was flying back from Steel City Comic Con one year, and Edward Furlong was, like, sitting right behind me on the plane.
It's funny the people they'll bring out because you think, oh, okay, they're gonna find someone who obviously has some kind of genre show. But then, like, I've been at shows where they're like, we've got the whole cast of The Office, and you're like, what? What does this have to do with anything? Like, it's cool, and I love the show and everything, but, like, what a weird thing. So you never know who they're gonna bring out to a show.
No, you never do. But, you know, whatever. It's I mean, they do three. Steel City in particular, they have like 3 shows a year, and they bring in like so many, like, different. They brought John Lovitz in one year.
Oh, damn!
It's like I wouldn't have expected to see that guy. I mean,
Right?
And he's a lot older now too, you know. So it's like he ain't the same John Lovitz of the '90s, you know.
Well, and Ted Danson was awesome in The Good Place, which I recommend to anybody who wants a simple story to get through that's absolutely amazing and has a fantastic finish. Whoa.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
The Good Place, really?
No.
Oh, it's on. Is it still on? I don't think it's on Netflix anymore, but it is on Hulu. It's basically about the afterlife and philosophy, but it's hilarious and it's so fun and interesting. It's really good. Really, really good. I want you to go into it with as little info as possible, but I will tell you that what you think it is at the beginning, it becomes so much bigger than that, and it's such a good story.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
I wish I knew I wish I knew more about it, but Sam Malone was on Cheers, right? And he played in the Boston Red Sox. Okay, I never actually watched Cheers either. I know. Sorry, Phil.
Oh my gosh.
Phil's gonna want to launch me out of a cannon, but I don't know. Here's the deal, all right? Every time Cheers is kind of like what Star Trek: The Next Generation was for me. All right, they always put like 2 episodes of Star Trek: The Next Generation on before airing 1 episode of Superboy, which is the show that I wanted to see. This is the only like comic-based show ever, like that was out there at the time in the 90s. You remember the Superboy show from the 90s?
Yeah, vaguely.
All right. Well, I was 6 years old. I wanted to see Superboy. I didn't want to see a bunch of, like, nerds and, like, getting warped up and all that stuff. And I just couldn't get into Star Trek. All right. That's changed. I've actually started watching The Next Generation, and I'm like a couple episodes in, and I'm digging it. I really appreciate everything that goes into that show. Well, I feel the same way about Cheers. I really like Cheers, but it was always airing right before The Simpsons, which was that I wanted to watch as a 10-year-old kid. I didn't want to see a bunch of old men drinking at a bar. I wanted to watch Homer Simpson be an asshole. Like that was the thing. So I'll watch some Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers, like for me, I grew up on sitcoms. Like that's why I write a lot of comedy. And so, yeah, man, Cheers is near and dear to my heart.
How about you, Dexter? Are there any? Did you watch any sitcoms when you were growing up?
Yeah, both local and foreign. I remember there used to be a show called Doogie Howser.
Yeah,
Doogie Howser. I saw that show.
Yeah,
every Wednesday night.
When I was a kid, they were showing here the old Star Trek series, and then Next Generation, and then the Star Trek after that. A lot of Asian shows. Shider, but those are not sitcoms. We used to have a lot of Filipino sitcoms before in the 90s, but now sadly no more. Maybe a one or two.
Was there like a
Uh,
Filipino Friends? They'd all like hang out at a pho bar or something?
there's a coming of age. It's not a sitcom. It's like more of a weekly series about teens. So there are actually two shows about that from two different networks. It's called Tabing Ilog, meaning uh, by the river or along the river. Then the other one's Gimmick. Those are 90s shows. Recently, I watched a Thai series, 8 episodes. It's a crazy series. It's called Delete. It's about a woman who's having a marital affair. And then she found a cell phone, wherein if you take a picture of a person, that person will be deleted in this world.
Whoa!
So you have to delete a person. If you don't like that person, you delete him. Remember. I
How
kind
do
of
I get
enjoyed
that
it.
phone?
That's the question because they never tell us where the origin of the phone. Maybe in season 2. It's in Netflix.
Oh, cool. I'll look for that.
I like Friends growing up. I used to watch Friends, and then 10 years ago I was watching what's that? The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, that's a good one.
Big
which,
Bang.
Big Bang Theory?
oh yeah, Big Bang
Big Bang.
Theory. Yeah, that one's that. Yeah, that's. We actually know someone who was their comic was featured on that show, like in the background when you went to the comic shop. What's his name? Tom Raish.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
That's badass.
yeah. Phil's saying Big Bang Theory sucks. You're not alone in feeling that way. I know one of my comic shops and that I shop at or that we're affiliated with. They hated that show because what it did to comic shops. In the sense that like, this is a place where only nerds go and like
they make no money. Yeah, it was all the worst stereotypes. I got to be honest there. I did enjoy the show, but the stereotypes were pretty crappy.
Yeah, but I agree with about Homer. I meant like making an ass of himself in those, and he's always been doing that. But yes, you're right. He was definitely a lot more wholesome than the first. I don't know. I honestly haven't been watching recent Simpsons. Like for me, like it's the golden years, seasons like 2 through 8.
Yeah.
Even some of season 9, but like yeah.
April Fool.
Yeah, that's for sure. And April Fools. Those guys totally get the thing now.
You're right.
Except
for maybe Sheldon.
Except for Sheldon, yes. Well, I mean, he gets it too. He just, plays for a different team, and that's okay.
No, that's fair.
We're all teams, but we're all team friendly. We're all on the same team. No, we all support the teams that we choose to play for.
Yeah.
You could be a bull or you could be a bear. We love either way. All right, so we are in the last 14 minutes of this campaign. At this point, I'm just keeping my fingers crossed because it's been a roller coaster for me in the sense that we've had a lot of people backing out of their pledges or jumping in and increasing their pledges, jumping out, jumping in. A lot of jumping out, a lot of jumping in. So after the next 14 minutes, I'm going to be so relieved that I don't have to worry about this anymore. And I'm so excited for that 14 minutes. Whether we go up or down at this point really doesn't matter. I'm just going to be honest here. We already got those buttons made. So I'm going to hook up everybody with all our physical pledge backers with a button. I think we got plenty there. I hit my goals with this campaign. We got 208 wonderful backers. You're all fantastic. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being a part of this. We're down to the last 13 minutes of the campaign. Let's just hold the line for 13 minutes if we can, and I'll be happy. That's it. We did it. And the one thing I want to say about this too, Warline is untested and unproven in battle. And this is a book that has really proven itself on a platform like Kickstarter, thanks to people like you. So I appreciate all of you backers. And I also appreciate Chuck and Dexter very much for being here. You guys are total team players. It is such an honor working with you guys, collaborating with you. Thank you for making time just to be here with me for, as we bring this campaign to a close. It's not easy being here at the end of it. It's always like nerve-wracking, and you guys have made it really, really easy for me. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Happy to do it.
Yeah, and we've had a good turnout here. Every one of you guys who's here, we got some last-minute backers. Phil, thank you for popping in that last minute. And I'll definitely be doing Dexter in touch. And Don, again, you didn't just put money into the campaign. You also helped out Dexter because, once we sell original art, he's not going to ship it to me until he gets paid for it. So thank you for that. We really appreciate everything.
Yeah.
And Don's saying hats off. Yeah, he throws shade at me all the time. So yes, he absolutely does.
Hey, Don, if you want to throw shade, Wednesday nights at 8 Eastern, you can come over to the EXP, and we got some trivia for you. You can come on out and have some fun with me and my wife.
I actually had a lot of fun being on your show yesterday, dude. By the way, what am I doing with this? Because don't I got to ship it to someone?
Yeah, Wendy, we actually got a new player who is there. Wendy's going to get his address. JD, the guy who won last night. So we're going to get his address. He's a new player. He's never, I don't think that he's ever read Warline or Yisun Shin or any of that. So we're excited to get that to him.
JD, not our JD.
Nope, different. JD Smith, he's an artist, I believe.
Okay, JD Smith. Yes, I know who he is.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, he knows about Yisun Shin. So
okay.
Yeah, I think he'll appreciate this. I'll sell it back to Steph for $25. So Dexter, we got another comment from John here saying he's really excited about his first original art from the comic. Looking forward to enjoying it. This is the first page. He picked up page 1 of Warline, and Chuck, Don's in for trivia. Don, you are class act, dude. We love you, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, come on out. Yeah, Phil too, guys. Every week we're on the EXP, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. What we do is we bring out, so this week we brought out Henri, did like a 20-minute interview with Henri, and then the rest of the show is trivia, and that person wins a prize package from the person that we interviewed. So you not only get to learn about their books, but you also get to win some of their stuff. So it's really cool, man. It's a lot of fun. There's prizes involved, and you don't have to do it. It's all free. So come on out, have a fun time, check out some amazing indie creators, and yeah, you'll get to win some prizes too.
I think that's really awesome, Chuck. And it's really amazing to see how you've elevated as a showman. And I really kind of saw you come into the spotlight once COVID hit. That's when I really saw him. Like, damn, man, Chuck's freaking everywhere. And I see you editing all these projects, but you had honestly, I loved your interview shows. Those are fantastic. But even being on T3 last night, you just bring so much great energy to the table that it's just like being on there for 20 minutes. It's just like I come out and I'm like real charged after that. I had a lot of fun being on your show yesterday.
Thank you, man. I mean, that's the nice thing about a 20-minute interview. The energy is always going to be high. Everyone's going to be having a good time. There's no, when you do those 2-hour shows where eventually people just get quiet and you can tell they're exhausted. And this is just like, it's all high energy, a lot of fun. It's Wednesday nights. So yeah, check out the EXP Wednesday night. It'll be badass.
Who do you have on as your guest next week?
Next week is John Westhoff from Drumsticks of Doom.
Yeah, right on. And he's actually working with Dan Doherty, who worked on 2 chapters of Marks. So Drumsticks of Doom is actually, that book's on my radar, man. I have it. I just gotta sit down and read it.
I do too.
Oh, you do too? Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't read it either, but I'm excited because it's all about metal. Everybody who knows me knows I'm a big metalhead. The idea is, what if instead of the Beatles blowing up, it was Black Sabbath, and they kind of end the world sort of thing and whatnot. I don't know exactly how it goes, but it's so much fun, and I'm a big Sabbath fan, so yeah, I'm very excited.
Awesome. So Dexter, how old is your daughter?
7.
7 years old.
Nice.
She's your personal assistant. She does all your inking for you.
Again.
She does all
Does
your.
she do all your inking?
Yeah.
Yes. So Phil is asking if he can just call you Dex, if he's okay with that, or if you're okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So Don Johnson's interested in book 2. We have the original art for page 1 of book 2 if you're interested, at the same price range. Dexter, are you okay with that if we were to do a page 1 of book 2 for Don Johnson?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll do it. And Don, if you want it now, we still got another 7 minutes to go on the campaign. You could throw it in. I know it's a big ask. It's it's $300, but we'll throw it all in the same package, and you can get it along with your page 1. But do you want to show him? If you show him page 1 of issue 2, Dexter, do you have that?
They're outside. Can I get it?
Oh, they're outside. Yeah. Do you want to go get it? Actually, you know what? You don't need to get it. I will show it. I will show him the page here and give you guys a free preview of Warline issue 2. Save Dexter having to go out there. No, it's understandable, dude. It's a lot to have to go out there. All right.
Yeah, he says just as an add-on. I guess if you just throw the extra money in there, then he would automatically.
We'll know it there, and we'll hit that 8,500. That would be really amazing, Don. But of course, no pressure on you. But here's that page.
I don't remember what the first page looks like, so I'm excited. It's been a while.
Why can't you guys see it? Hold on.
It's very minimalistic, but I like it.
Screen, window, share. Is it? Oh, it's because it's. Oh, really? You don't remember it? It's. Hang on. Let me just duplicate it. It may not show it because it's. It may not show it because it's a TIFF file. TIF, not TIT. TIT.
He's titillated, my friends.
It's titillated. Hold on a second. Hang on. I think I have it here. Copy. It's a badass page. I really like this. There we go. Share. There we go. So that is page page 2 of page 1 of Warline number 2. It's a little pixelated. Sorry about that, but if you guys, if you just increase your pledge by 300, that'll do it. And if we do that, we got 4 minutes to go, and we're done. 8409. Thank you so much. Yes, we did it. 8409 with 3 minutes to go. This is amazing. We got it. This is great. So we just added it. Dexter, how do you feel right now? We just sold an extra page of original art here. while you were on the air, showing that handsome face. Look at that handsome face, everybody.
Sorry. I'm using my phone, that's why I cannot hear properly. I'm so grateful. Thank you very much for supporting us artists. It's a big help to us.
You guys rock. Don, bless your heart, man. Dexter, do you think we could hook Don up with another one of those little sketches like you did for Pablo?
Again, sir.
Do you think you could hook him up with a sketch of Warline like you did for Pablo?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that.
All right,
Like
cool.
this?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, cool warm up. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be great. Don, bless your heart. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Close
Blank
enough.
card here.
In for a penny, in for a pound. You know, even if we don't hit $8,500 in the next 3 minutes, we got so damn close.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Don Johnson. You freaking rock. Oh man, that is awesome.
I love that.
Yes, look at that. By the way, I still have that original art, or not the original inspiration for that. This
Yeah. My favorite Wolverine cover.
That is a badass Wolverine cover, and
Oh,
look how far
and-
it got it too.
Right? And no one seems to remember that cover. Whenever I mention it, they're like, "Whoa, I've never seen that." And I'm like, "How has it been forgotten?" Because it's so dynamic and yet simplistic.
Yes.
I love it.
I love that run by Adam Kubert.
Yeah.
Yes, and
That's my
even though we normally have this I come across this book in dollar bins all the time. Now now I'm gonna start charging $25 for this book because of what it inspired. But this is a copy I got from my collection in a dollar bin grab that I was at, and now just whenever I grab it, I go for it. But yeah, that's Dexter showing off some more original art here for you guys, and we're down to the last 2 minutes of the campaign. We got 84 seconds to go, guys. I am over the moon. I am so thrilled. Thank you all so much. $8,400. I couldn't have asked for more at the end of this campaign. I am just so thrilled that we got even this close to $8,500. This is fantastic. And we are going to definitely be putting up more original art for Warline once we do the campaign for issue 2. And if you guys love the artwork that Dexter did in issue 1, just wait until you see the artwork we do in issue 2. It is going to be insane. We got some really, really great stuff. That one page that Don just bought is only the beginning. Issue 2 is going to be a tour de force. I cannot wait for you guys to see that. And this page right here, Chuck, inspired that. And Dex, a while ago when we were talking, we just sold another piece of original art, by the way. I need you to put up page 6 for Chuck, because that's a gift. Yes.
Issue 1.
Was it page 6 or page 7? I forget. It was the page.
The one with is that the one with Katra?
Yeah, that's my gift.
Oh, thank you, homie. That's awesome.
We got. So 3 seconds ago, we're at 84-24 at the end of this campaign. Exactly $76 shy of hitting that second stretch goal, but who gives a flying fuck? 209 backers. I'm unlocking that stretch goal because you guys freaking rock. We ended this campaign. We are done. This is freaking done. I am so happy. I love you all so much. Thank you. I am over the moon right now. I love all of you guys. You're all fantastic. Thank you.
You are.
Oh my God, this is great. This is great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Elena. Thank you, everybody. Chris Steiskell, David Moore, all you guys. Thank you so much. It takes a village. You guys are my village. And even the people who I know who backed our campaign, but sadly had to step back because of financial issues and other things that just suddenly sprouted up. You're still welcome in the house. You guys are awesome. I know you're going to support it. You guys have been supporting me a long time. I hope that your financial problems get taken care of really quickly. We're planning a lot of great things with Warline. This is an excellent end to this first campaign. I am so thrilled. Thank you so much. Love you guys.
Fuck a village. You guys are a city.
You guys are a city. That's right. Heal the world. All right. Well, guys, I'm going to go celebrate with my kids. We did it. Thank you so much. I love you all. Dexter, thank you for being here with us all the way from the Philippines.
My pleasure.
Thank you for all of your hard work on Warline. I
Yeah.
can't wait to work with you on Yisun Shin. It's such an honor to bring you on to finish it. Chuck, likewise, stepping in at this point after, with Dak not being here anymore, there's no one I'd rather have at my side on bringing this, this book home. So thank you so much, guys. I love you both. You guys are my team. I can't do
Much
it
love.
Yes. All right, guys. This is it. I'm going to celebrate. Peace out, everybody. Love you guys. I will be on CBSN tomorrow. We're going to have a real chill show. We're going to be doing $1, $2 comics. I'm going to mark down my keys and grails. We're going to have a good time. I'll be on CBSN tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Come and hang out. We're going to have a great show, all right? I will see you guys later. You have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you so much. God bless you all.